September is African Heritage Month in Montgomery County and across the country. A time to honor the resilience, creativity, and impact of African people in our communities. This year's theme, From the Continent to the County, Living the Legacy, celebrates how African heritage continues to thrive and evolve here at home. As someone born in Ethiopia and now raising my family in Montgomery County, I see that legacy everywhere. In the food we share, the languages we speak, the joy in our gatherings, and especially in the art we create. I had the privilege of spending time with 3 inspiring individuals of African descent who are shaping what African heritage looks like in our county today. Each one brings something unique, yet all are connected by pride, purpose, and vision. We begin with Dunnie Onasanya, a Nigerian-American multidisciplinary artist whose work lives at the intersection of memory, identity, and cultural storytelling. I caught up with Dunnie at her studio at Viz Arts in downtown Rockville, a space filled with color, texture, and stories waiting to be told.
I always loved creating as a child, so I always loved painting and making things, especially in school. And I did well in school and other academic areas, but art is where I've always found my most fun. It never felt like work to me. Creativity for me has brought about so much of my own personal healing, and there's a certain release that happens when you just allow yourself to flow, especially when it comes to abstraction as well, because there's no rules.
In Dunnie's studio, nothing is one-dimensional. Her art flows across mediums, and she's always open to experimenting, each work revealing new layers of her identity.
My sole mission is to create art and create experiences that heal, inspire, and transform. And being an artist, that painting is just one of the forms that I express my artistry.
For Dunnie, creating isn't just about self-expression. It's about honoring those who came before and the traditions they've passed down.
West Africa is so rich in color and vibrancy, and essentially people look at my work, they're like, oh, the color, oh, the vibrance, and it's in my DNA. I can't even help myself. I always pick very vibrant color palettes, so yellows and pinks and oranges, those are a lot of my favorites. But then also I really like neutrals, and gold is so prominent in West Africa. It's known as the Gold Coast, so that's always reflected in my work too, because I love gold leaf, and it symbolizes rejuvenation and royalty and rebirth, so that's always incredible to be able to include all of that.
Dunnie believes deeply in the power of visibility, especially for young African creatives growing up here. Her art reflects what she hopes they see in themselves: beauty, complexity, and value.
Seeing is believing in a lot of ways, and if you do not have a frame of reference for certain careers or certain opportunities, you just don't know it's possible. And I understand the power that comes with choosing a creative path, because it's not, that conventional.
It's such a joy to have Dunnie with us today.
I'm grateful that with every opportunity that I'm able to share with others and just give them the understanding that everyone is able to create.
It was such a pleasure connecting with you.
Her journey as an artist has been supported by meaningful partnerships along the way. Today, her work is displayed at Modern Contempo Luxury Furniture in North Bethesda, where she's proudly signed a year-long contract.
I'm so excited that 9 of my pieces are now installed in the showroom here. They're available for purchase in store and online, and just being able to work with incredible professionals in the design space. They continue to just elevate in terms of how they view design and how they showcase Black excellence, really, in all aspects.
Dunnie's work is a celebration of what's been passed down and an invitation to imagine what's still to come. Across Montgomery County, African heritage isn't just preserved. It's lived and built, one connection at a time.
Mainly what we do is just to take care of our community.
Originally from Senegal, Ben Diedhiou has made it his mission to create space, visibility, and belonging for African immigrants and their families. Through the Senegalese Association of the DMV, a nonprofit, Ben is building something bigger than himself, a community rooted in culture, care, and collective strength.
The Senegalese Association of the DMV was started back in the 90s with the former founders that was here. So they started it to just try to put people together, Senegalese community together. So it started with small gatherings, talking, discussion, and all that. You know, now it's getting bigger.
One of the most joyful expressions of that mission, the annual Senegalese Festival in downtown Silver Spring, a celebration of culture, music, food, and unity that continues to grow year after year.
The motivation was to get our kids involved because the future is the new generation, the next generation, the kids. We have to leave them something, to the heritage, to the culture, the self-identity and all that. So the only way you can do that is to find something that can bring them all together and see how we interact with the rest of the world. Every time we do it, people will come out, you see faces, people smiling, happiness. That's what keeps us keeping moving.
Thank you for coming, everybody.
Ben's leadership is deeply shaped by his Senegalese roots, values passed down from his elders that now inform everything from how he organizes events to how he listens to a neighbor in need. Ben's definition of community goes deeper than just events or programming. It's about building trust, showing up for one another, and creating a shared future.
Community to me is accountability, responsibilities, and solidarity. Community is not an option, it's who we are. So it can grow, as we go.
Through leadership, celebration, and service, Ben is helping shape what African heritage looks like in Montgomery County, not just in the past, but in the present and future. In the heart of Silver Spring, Sheger Spring Ethiopian Café is more than just a place to eat. It's a homecoming. Owner Selamawit Tefera turned a childhood dream of entrepreneurship into a place where culture, flavor, and family all come together.
When I was a kid, I used to say I want to be the businesswoman, but I never thought to open a restaurant. But I love cooking. I think that's one thing that makes me to open the restaurant. But even though my background was from IT and I was graduated from the cybersecurity, but the passion and the desire to be a businesswoman and also at the same time to show the Ethiopian culture.
The name Sheger is deeply personal. It's a nickname for Addis Ababa, Ethiopia's capital, a city known for warmth and hospitality. For Selamawit, it was the perfect name to bring a piece of home to Montgomery County.
Ethiopian food is a little different from the other ethnic food because it brings all the people together. The way we eat is like we eat it from one plate and then sharing. That makes it unique. People eat from one plate, that means we are one. Eating it together, it shows unity.
During my visit, Selamawit cooked a meal and we sat down to share it together.
The beef tips is tender.
Yeah.
And then it's like potato with carrot and collard green, misir, lentil, the yellow split.
Spicy one.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
At one point, she offered me a gursha, which refers to the Ethiopian tradition of hand-feeding someone in Amharic, a simple but powerful gesture of generosity and care that's central to Ethiopian dining.
You're good. That was a good one.
I asked her why gusha is so important in our culture.
It shows the love. It shows how we care about you. So when you eat, and just like, sometimes when you talk, you eat very small bite, So, but they show with a big bite of, and then it shows like, we care about you. When you eat it by yourself, and then when you had a gusha, the taste also by itself is different. You'll see like, how you'll feel it, like the taste.
Feel the love.
Yes.
At Sheger Café, that connection is felt most deeply through traditions like the coffee ceremony, an experience Selamawit believes everyone should have the chance to share.
The coffee ceremony by itself is bring that unity, and then it shares like people who to gather together and then to change the ideas, and then just to have more time to talk. So we bring the coffee here.
This year's African Heritage Month theme, From the Continent to the County, Living the Legacy, is at the heart of Selamawit's work. Through her cafe, she's preserving flavors and rituals for the next generation.
Passing the legacy for the Montgomery County by the tradition, the hospitality, by showing the culture. So we can leave the legacy to the Montgomery County and for the generation.
Through food, hospitality, and her own entrepreneurial spirit, Selamawit is ensuring that African heritage isn't just remembered, it's lived, savored, and passed on. African Heritage Month is a time to reflect on where we come from and celebrate how far we've come. From Dunnie's vibrant artwork to Ben's community leadership to Selamawit's flavors of home, we see how African heritage is not just history, it's a living legacy shaping Montgomery County. From the continent to the county, African heritage lives here, and together we are living the legacy.